Yeah, that's my childhood in one picture. What's up, everybody? It's Nick from Who Dat Travel. Now we are at the Festival of the Arts opening weekend, and it's a little bit chilly right now. It is just about, 40 degrees out, and it's supposed to be a high of 52. So we are going to make the best of it by looking at some art, and this is a no child trip. So we are going to actually be able to look at the art and show you what's going on, and actually we are walking by some of the sidewalk artists right now, and wow, that is amazing, because trust me, I can't do that with any media. Festival of the Arts has only been around for about 6 years. And the wife and I have actually been lucky enough to make out of 5 out of 6 of them. At first it wasn't, we just happened to keep coming, and well, now we try to make it a tradition, and that's one of the reasons that we came down just this weekend for just an adult's trip. So we're gonna keep looking at it. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because it's one of the 3D ones now. Very cool that you get to see art being created in front of you, and also all around the world. And of course they have the delicious food. So we are, as I said, going to go around the world. We'll show you some of the art that we can. A lot of the artists don't like things being filmed, which I can understand, but also well, the food can always be filmed. So we'll show you what we see, and have fun at Fest of the Arts, and show you why you really need to come. So we are going to do one thing, even without Little Man, and that is the Find Figment. Figment is put into some different photos or famous paintings, and you have to find them around the world. And of course, at the end, you get a prize. So we're going to step in and get one of those little sticker boards. I don't know what to call them. We're going to do that, and then on our way around the world, I won't show you them. I don't want to spoil things. And this is a very short festival. It's only about 6 weeks, so one of the shorter festivals as well. So I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but we'll show you some. One of the first stops right by the baby care and first aid is actually Figment's Inspiration Station. Now this is a kind of a new one this year, and we'll have to look for Push as well. I don't know if he's still there. For those of you who don't know who Push is, it's a very, very special trash can. Right on the inside here, everything is decorated with rainbows. Ooh, and some of the art booths are actually open right now. And oh, there are some popcorn buckets. And surprisingly, not a giant line, so that must not be going right now, or there might be a virtual queue for the popcorn buckets, I'll bet you. A little bit closer look at some of the art. Really, some kind of cool pieces. They also have some of the different munchlings, and some of the different Disney pin here with Figment. Your coffee cup. Oh, that's kind of cool. And you can add chalk art there. So there's a pass holder shirt. Oh, okay, come on. I'm going to show my age here. Oh, yeah, haha. All right, a lot of cool stuff in here. I think we might get a drink in here, or I might. They have a grape slushy with a Figment cup, so I might have to take that home for the little man. So we're going to walk around a little bit, and we'll continue to show you more, and we'll go from here. All right, so I have found one that's coming home with me. Well, not that size, but the little one. Hey, be fair, everyone wants Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
We also stopped and grabbed something to eat and drink. We decided on the Three Daughters cider flight and also grabbed the cake, the watermelon, and the slushie, mainly because we wanted the cute Figment cup for little man as a souvenir when we took it home.
Let's do a quick rundown of the flight and also the couple of the other things that we've tried. So the flight, actually, I'm really surprised with. The blood orange, my least favorite. I don't know, it doesn't have a real powerful flavor to it. The black cherry, I've had better, but really, the passion fruit, passion fruit? Passion fruit. Cheater card. The passion fruit, actually, my favorite. I'm not a big passion fruit person. Actually has a really good flavor. Had the watermelon with the wife there. I'm not a giant watermelon fan. Still okay. The amazing part right now is the freeze-dried Skittles. Super weird, but kind of really fun at the same time. It just kind of, when you crunch on it, it just powders out in your mouth. But it has all the flavor of a Skittle. So it's kind of like eating like a breakfast cereal, almost like a Fruit Loop. But it's Skittle. It's really weird, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to have a taste of the cake and then have a taste of the slushie, and I'll tell you how those are. To wrap things up, the slushie, not really slushy, more of a like milkshake consistency, very grapey actually, and I'm actually still blown away at the freeze-dried Skittles. Huge surprise, huge like star of that. And then I also have the cake. It's cake. It's buttercream filling. I'm not a huge cake fan. I know, weird. Wife likes it. She is picking up, the more that she eats it, a little bit of a fruity kind of flavor to it, but not real huge one. So I think we're done with this area. We're going to continue to walk around and find Figment in his photos, and also maybe get some more food, and also just look at the art. So here we go. So on our way around the world, now we go the only way that's correct, Mexico to Canada. It's just, you can't do it any other way. I start itching, it's bad. Anyway, if you go the other way, please leave it in the comments and tell us why. But anyway, I am going to attempt something that I have never done at ArtFest or any other time that I've been at Epcot, and that is drinking around the world while looking at art. Hey, it might actually make it better. I would never do this with a little guy, so since we're on the adult weekend, I'm gonna try it. And the wife,
I know my limits. I cannot do this.
So she's gonna sip one little bit of mine around the world.
I'll sip around the world.
There we go. But we'll tell you what we get and how I do by the end of this. This might get a real interesting video. We are, as I said, starting in Mexico and having a Black Magic.
Black Magic!
Right here. Thank you. And so, here we go. For those of you who don't know, the Black Magic is made, or was originally created, by Neil Patrick Harris, he's a huge fan, and I'm a huge fan of How I Met Your Mother, so here's the country one. All right, as you can see, I am out of my Black Magic already. We ended up talking to a cast member for a good 5 or 10 minutes while we were walking around. And by the way, during the art festival, you definitely have to watch out for these different chalk drawings all around. Really, really cool one here of Dante. But we're gonna go into the pavilion now and try to find Figment. So I told you that I wasn't gonna give it away, and I won't. But to let you know, it is inside. I'll give you that much. Scattered throughout the park, they do have different things to be able to take photos with and whatnot. In Mexico, we have, well, now the wife is showing off here. Can't see, it's a little bright looking in. But they have these different areas to be able to take photos with, and kind of a fun little thing around the world. Now, not each pavilion doesn't have them, but here and there they do have them, and it's just fun to do. And well, without the little guy, we can actually do it and walk away without crying and gnashing of teeth. Well, trying to find Figment in Norway, we picked up our drink for here. I ended up with the Kopparberg Premium Cider inside the cafe that you get the school bread. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I'd ruin it. So we are going to continue to try to find Figment, and to be honest, super good cider. I'm not a huge beer person, so I may have a couple beers around the world, but for the most part, you're going to see me with ciders or liquor drinks. So we'll see how this plays out, but let's go find Figment. Being able to walk around and actually have a drink and kind of just chill out without the little man is kind of fun. We're definitely getting to see a lot more of the pavilions, the different countries, by doing these scavenger hunts. So we're actually having a little bit of problems finding some of them, which is actually giving me time to be able to drink my drink and move from country to country. We were thinking about doing different scenarios of skipping countries and then doing it on a second time around and that kind of thing. But so far I'm able to do it country by country because we're looking for Figment. And we're also looking for the art because, after all, it is Art Fest. So we are noticing that there isn't a ton of art out and about. Right now we did find one inside the pavilion inside the shopping area inside the Norway pavilion. So we'll try to show you that. And we're still looking for Figment. So he's hiding pretty well this year. So we'll continue looking and see where he is. We found that dragon, and again, he's inside this time again. That's all I'll give you. You can probably guess a little bit more from where I'm walking out of, but that's all I'm going to give you. So on to China, and we'll see what drinks we have there and what art they have out and about, and where Figment is as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. A little bit different video than what we normally do with the toddlers and whatnot, but just to show you what a day can be like without your kids and how it might be a fun time to do a trip once in a while without your kids and just enjoy Disney through your eyes. Back in the House of Good Fortune, we have decided to have the Sing Sao, which is in the bottle. I did learn, don't grab the bottle out of there. Ask the lady, and she will make sure that you are taken care of. The line for the pavilion food or the festival food was giant. So if you notice, there's no line here. So we're going to go look for Figment. Now, to be honest, we already saw Figment on the way in. So we're going to just wander around the China Pavilion and drink a little bit and be able to enjoy some of the pavilion and have some fun here. So we are noticing that we're going to need some food here soon to soak up a little bit of the alcohol. And by the way, if you're looking for Figment, I'll show you one. He's over there. I will continue to give a review of all of the pavilion's alcohol that I have as well. Beer, kind of like a Bud Light-ish. I really am not a beer person, so it goes down pretty decently there. But now we are off to the next pavilion, which I believe is Germany. Just leaving China, we have the Pop Gallery, and a lot of dogs and cats. I do have a special pot for corgis, and also, well, kitties, because, well, I used to have a corgi and have kitties. So, lots of animals, and also some characters in the back there. Ooh, and kind of cool balloon animals. Coming in through, well, what we'll call just past Africa, is McClue Art, and has a lot of different character stuff. Ooh, I see one that would be kind of fun there. The Runaway Railway, well, or Big Thunder. Really, really cool stuff. Continuing walking, we have the Festival Market, which has all sorts of different. We have the hitchhiking ghosts. They're really, really fun stuff. The Up House, Alice, Donald, and of course the happiest place on earth.
Which means everything's fine. And it's about my childhood.
Next, we are stopping at the Pastoral Palette inside Germany. I am actually going to do one of the hard ciders. Yeah, I know, surprise, surprise. And we are going to get a little bit of food. We are going to get the Wild Boar Cassoulet. Last year I had it. Well, I had some of it. Little guy stole all of the sausage, so we're going to do that. Also, they've got some live music playing, so we're going to chill out, watch some of that, and go ahead and then find Figment. Ooh, Germany does it again. Now the duck confit, basically with the ham hock and wild boar, really good actually. Wild boar, a little bit gamey, but you know that going in, it's wild boar. The kind of the beans and whatnot kind of reminds me of a bean soup, especially because of that ham hock flavor, but really good actually. The wife wanted to finish it, but the real star of this show is definitely that Black Forest mousse. There is cake in the bottom of it with cherries in it. If you like Black Forest cake, I would definitely say try this. My cider, pretty standard cider, not too sweet. I still have a little bit of it left because we still have to find Figment. So let's go and find Figment. Found another Figment. This one was a little harder. We found the Figment, but then had to figure out actually what they were doing within the picture to figure out which one. So that sometimes is a little bit of a challenge, but we have found him. So not a ton of art around Germany, at least. And I'm gonna do at the end, if you make it that far, please do. I will do a montage of all the art that we found and just kind of the cool, fun stuff that is around. So we are now going to head over to Italy, and I already know what I'm getting in Italy for my drink, the limoncello margarita. Yet again, inside. I will say that this one has made us go into places that we've never gone before, and that's really why we like doing these. And by the way, that I love this drink, and absolutely will get the Italian margarita every time I come here. It's kind of a staple of mine now, festival or not. So we are now heading over to the America Pavilion. So kind of already, I think, know where Figment is there, but we'll have to grab a drink and wander around and see what art is around the Americas. We grabbed the duck and also the alcoholic chocolate flight. The chocolate flight, not my favorite one. We'll just say that. Favorite, obviously, it was the chocolate out of it. We kind of downed the rest of it. Then we also had the duck. The duck, a little fatty, just to let you know. Overall, good flavor though. Dumplings were not my style, but the wife really liked those. Root potato root vegetable carrots were are pretty good. So we are now going to walk around, sip the rest of the chocolate, and try to find Figment. Now as you've been hearing me say, a lot of them have been inside. So makes you go into these pavilions. I'll give you a little bit of an update. Now I am just over halfway of drinking around the world. We got 6 in, actually technically 7 because we did the Figment one. I don't feel anything. I do have a pretty high tolerance of alcohol though. So we are taking our time. That's actually one of the biggest things. We're walking around, we're having fun, we are looking for Figment, and that is one of the biggest things I would do. It is actually about 3 o'clock right now, so we have just leisurely been doing this, and that's one of the reasons that we're doing it without our little guy. That, and I would never do this in front of my little guy. Drinking that much alcohol, no. But that is choices that we make as parents. So we are in Japan, so sake it to me. All right, drink update. Japan. We originally thought we could go into the store and get sake because pre-COVID you could. Instead, we went into one of the restaurants and got a purple sake with one of their custom drinks, and I'm going downstairs right now and trying not to fall. But super, super tasty. We actually got to hear the drums, really kind of cool, and now trying to find Figment. you do always have to be looking out during Art Festival for the little chalk drawings on the different buildings. I really like that one. I'm a little surprised with the lack of art that is in here for the Art Festival. However, drink, super good. And again, Figment's inside. So, you know, we've done this last year, we've done it a couple years now, and don't remember Figment being hidden quite so much inside. But again, I'm glad it is, because it's actually getting me to go places that I have never gone before. So, I've gone into stores that, you know, we're season pass holders. We don't go into a lot of the stores. So this is a lot of fun. Also, I am trying things that I have never tried before. So, drinking around the world, if you pace yourself, I would say go ahead and do this. But we are now headed over to Morocco. We are going to stop at the empanadas for the Encanto. There we go. The Encanto stop. So we will let you know how those are. Oops, I messed up. Morocco's actually before the Encanto one. So we're going to do Morocco. Stopped at the refreshment station just next to Spice Road Table in Morocco for a red sangria. So we'll go ahead and look for our favorite dragon, Figment, of course, and continue to sip around this, looking at Morocco, and see where we can find him. All right, in Morocco, Figment was hiding in a spot that I've actually never been to. So the sangria, good, did typical sangria. I chose the red, as you saw. Yeah, good. Not much more to say about that. So we are going to continue now on to the cocina to be able to get food. So on to Encanto. Since the line was super long at the Encanto themed one, we have now moved over to France. Well, hopefully you can see that with the sun. But there are a couple different things that we want to eat at France, and of course, I can't skip a country to drink at. Ah, France, with the frozen martini. The wife also had the croissant and tore into it already. I'll have a bite and let you know how it is. Figment in France, honestly, was very easy to find. We had seen him already when we rode Remy's Ratatouille this morning. So we are going to continue walking around and then head over to Great Britain. The wife is actually really cold, so we're trying to hurry up a little bit more here so she can go get her jacket out of the car, and then we'll do a couple more things. We are going to buy a couple of things, like my Thaddeus J. Toad, and run those out to the car as well. So we're going to continue on this journey of Figment and drinking around the world. Cheers. You may notice that it's a little bit darker and I no longer have sunglasses. Well, the reason being is, well, we went out to the car and the wife got her hat and jacket and is having her risotto from Canada. So we're going to do the last two a little bit out of order. I know that we have gone completely around, but well, there was no line at Canada, so I got my frozen rusty nail. She got her risotto with truffle. That's right. And we are going to let you know how that is. And we are going to, well, of course, find Figment in Canada. So here we go. So I was wrong on one thing. The wife had mushroom risotto, not truffle. Rusty nail, not my style. Kind of forgot that I don't like drambuie, which is a major part of a rusty nail. So, however, I haven't had the rusty nail yet. Yeah, they give you a chocolate rusty nail. So we're going to have that, and I'll let you know how that is. But we did find Figment. On the way to my final country, I gotta have the rusty nail. Actually, a lot harder than I expected it to be, but chocolatey and good. So the last country is actually the UK, because, as I said, we went out to get the wife a little warmer. because it's about 49 degrees right now in Florida. Hey, it happens. That's why you pack layers. I've had my sweatshirt on all day, and it is what it is. Still warmer than where we come from. So, hey, that's a win there. So, let us find our last Figment and have one last drink. All right, the final one. Let's head into the Rose and Crown. Well, we have our last Figment, and I still have quite a lot of my snake bite left, but I think I will let myself walk out of the UK and grab some food. Most of the ones that I have done today, or most of the drinks, I have had before I left the actual area. So, this is going to be my last one. So, well, actually, I might have one more. Yeah, I'm not feeling it at all. So, I still have quite a few hours before I have to drive, so that's also a good thing. Actually, the wife might drive, just to be sure, too. So, if you do the Drink Around the World Challenge, please make sure that you're driving responsibly and making sure that you are getting home, take an Uber, take, transportation. Just make sure you're safe at doing this. Personally, I did not get sloshed by any means, but that doesn't mean that you won't. So, with that being said, we are going to continue on our day with the art festival and some more food, and we'll bring you along. Right, we have turned in our Festival of the Arts thing, and now we have Figment. That is a little painting thing to be able to do Figment, and there we go. We finished up the beef Wellington and also the mussels. They were actually really good. I was a little nervous about the mussels. Wife had most of them, I had one. But overall, really tasty, actually. I'll fully admit I was a little nervous about mussels in a theme park. I usually am pretty nervous about fish in a theme park. But the beef Wellington also really tasty. A good flavor to the beef. You could taste the pastry and also a little bit of, I think it was mushroom in there, which is the standard beef Wellington. So it was cooked a little over where I would normally like it. I like things medium rare. But again, we are at a theme park. I can't complain too much at a little booth, actually. And if you wanted to know where that one is, it's actually across from Creations right here, and then it is the Craftsman is right over there. So I would definitely stop here. We're going to actually eat some more. We got a couple more hours before we leave, so we're going to continue walking around, seeing more art, and again, at the end, I'm going to do a kind of a little montage of the art that we saw all day, because, well, that's probably the easiest way. Overall, though, we have had an absolutely fun night, but let's go eat some more. In the beginning of the video, you saw the artist actually working on a couple of these, but I have to walk through and show you what we actually see now at night. These are absolutely amazing, and this was all done in chalk. Just a cool thing to come and see during Art Fest. All right, I actually hope this comes out in video, though. Just awesome. And we saw him doing this morning. We made one more stop in Italy because they had another truffle thing for the wife here. They had the truffle ravioli and also the mozzarella. So you see them here. They were actually pretty good. The mozzarella actually was not prepared for all of the little sauces. They are doubled up, so there's actually only 4 sauces. However, really, they actually all went really well with the mozzarella. The ravioli, I liked it. It was okay. I let the wife have a little bit more of it than I took because she absolutely loves the mushroom and also truffle. But, well, with that being said, we are going to wrap this up for tonight. We actually had a great time here at Art Fest. I hope you got to see a little bit of the art festival and also the food that we had and the drink that we had going around the world. I really enjoyed our day. I hope you guys did too. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and of course hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when I release new content. With that being said, have a great day, and we'll see you real soon, everybody. Bye-bye.